Okay, let's go to number 22, which says, let's go to it right here. I'm going to skip around because I see that I am running a bit out of time. It says 1/5 raised to the x equals 3 raised to the 1 minus x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually type it just as you see it here. So we have 1/5 and all of it's raised to the x. And then we have equals 3 to the 1 minus 6. Okay, so what I'll do is I will make this bigger. Actually, let's make these lowercase. I think there we go, x. And this is x here. Okay, so what I need to do basically, I need to bring these down to the front. So if you remember, that means we need to log both sides. So when I log both sides, I now have natural log of all of that equals natural log of all of this. And then what do we know about our powers or our exponents? We could always kick them to the front and make them into coefficients. So therefore, now I have x natural log of 1/5 equals 1 minus x natural log of 3. Okay, so at this point, what I want to do, I'm probably going to distribute this natural log of 3 to the inside of the parentheses. So I have x natural log of 1/5 so x natural log of 1/5, and when I distribute, I get natural log of 3 times 1 is natural log of 3, and then negative x times natural log of 3 is minus natural log minus x natural log of 3. Alright, now I need to combine my x's, so when I move this to the other side, it becomes positive. So I now have x natural log of 1/5 plus x natural log of 3 equals natural log of 3. So now at this point, the left-hand side, I can factor out an x, so that's exactly what I'll do. So I'll factor out an x. So I have x, and I factor it out, natural log of 1/5 plus natural log of 3 equals natural log of 3. Then at this point, I divide by everything that's in the parentheses right here to get rid of it and just have x by itself. So in the end, my answer will be x equals natural log of 3 over natural log of 1/5 plus natural log of 3. Okay, so let's see if I can actually plug that in my calculator and see what it gives us. So, new silver edition. Alright, so we have, let me go back here, natural log of 3. Let's see if my alpha y equals works in this one. No, it doesn't. So I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. So I'm going to say natural log of 3. Now y'all can definitely use alpha y equals. I can't do it on here. And then over natural log of 1/5 plus natural log of 3. So over natural log of 1/5 plus natural log of 3. And that should give me negative 2.15 as my answer. Make sure that everyone got that, please. It's negative 2.15. And that would be my answer for X. Okay, let's move on to number 24. It says a ball is thrown upward with the following equation, where h is the height and t is time in seconds. So you're given a function, h of t equals negative 8t squared plus 13t plus 5, which equation represents height when the ball is released. That's very important. Which equation represents height when the ball is released? So let me go ahead and quickly type the function. So I have h of t is equal to negative 8t squared plus 13t plus 5. So we need to come up with an equation. We'll think about it. Which equation best represents height when the ball is released? So when you release the ball, at that instant, your time is what? Your time is 0 seconds. So when you release the ball, your time is 0, therefore t equals 0. So my equation for that would be h of 0 equals, well, when I plug in t for zeros, I get 0 squared times negative 8, so this part is 0. 13 times 0 is 0. So I have 0 plus 0 plus 5. So my answer would be h of 0 is equal to 5. Okay, so that's number 24. Let's look at number 29 right quick. 29. So I'm going to delete this and go to 29. Let's check out 29. It says find the sum of the coefficients. Sum of coefficients. So we have insert 3x plus 2y raised to the 6th power. Well, this is very simple. Let's just say that x equals 1 and that y equals 1. Okay, so if we plug this in here, 3 times 1 is 3, and then 2 times y, which is 1, would be 2. So we'll basically have, once we substitute them in, we'll basically just have 3 plus 2 raised to the 6th power. Well, what is 3 plus 2? It's 5, and we're going to raise it to the 6th power. Actually, I'll rewrite this. So 5 raised to the 6th power. And at that point, that will give you your sum of the coefficients. So let's just use the calculator and say 5 raised to the 6th power, and we get 15625. And that would be my sum of coefficients. Okay, so that's number 29. Let's go on to 30. 30 says evaluate using the change of base. That's very simple because let's go ahead and have log. Let's write the general formula actually, which is log of a base x equals, when we change bases, log of x over log of a. So let's take a look at what we have. We have log of 9, or log of base 9 of 139. Well, that's going to equal log of 139 over log of 9. Plug that in your calculator and you should get approximately, let's check it out, log of 139 over log of 9, 2.25. That's what we got. Okay, let's move to number 31. 31 says find the exact value without a calculator. So we have that one right there. Find the exact value without a calculator. So we have, let me go ahead and change that. Base 4, 96. Minus log base 4 of 6. Well, this subtraction sign with logs means that we're really doing what? We can combine it and use it as division. Perfect. So we now have log of base 4 of 96 over 6. Okay, well, I know that that is also the same thing. I think 96 goes into 6 evenly. If you're not going to use a calculator, you divide it. So let's do it mentally. 1 and 6. So it should be 16. So let's see. I have now log of 4 of 16. We can't use a calculator, but I do know that there is a property that says I can put this in the same base as this, and my answer will simply be the exponent. So I can express that as, how do I express 16? I can express it as 4 squared, and it's as if these 4's cancel out, only leaving me with the exponent, which is my answer. So my answer is 2. So there we go. That we did it without a calculator. And honestly, it is a multiple choice test. I'm not going to be very picky about you using a calculator or not using a calculator. If you feel much more safe using it, then by all means go ahead and use it. Again, I'm not going to be picky about it. But this is to show you that you can also do this without a calculator, and sometimes it is easier if you do it by hand or mentally than if you were to use a calculator. Okay, at this point, this is probably about enough time. I'll continuously put on more videos for you seniors on the test, which is Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday will probably be between numbers 1 and 20, and then the other half will be the following day. So if you don't have any other questions, this is it, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.